Yeah, because you're going to be relying on Martinez to make too many plays in those scramble type situations where he's getting flushed out. And he made some incredible plays today. How he is avoiding those guys rushing. I mean, you don't see, you might be able to count the amount of college football quarterbacks that can do that on one hand. Some of those plays he made today. That's how special he can be. But you're right. If you don't establish that run and you keep putting the pressure on Martinez, it's going to mount up. And then that's where you get the fans that are like, Martinez is not doing his job. But really, you need the running game. Every quarterback needs it. Nobody is too good for that. You need both parts. And, I think that the Huskers can get that. But, I just watch so much college football and see these offensive lines carving out these massive holes. And I just never see that with the Huskers. You're right. It's almost like every single time the running back's trying to skinny his way through the hole because there's nothing. So, yeah, I think that's really interesting. We've got a couple comments coming in. Here's the first one. Can Nebraska run the option successfully enough against Oklahoma? What do you think?
I don't know. I really like their option game. They didn't run it a ton today. I think maybe they ran it maybe 3 or 4 times, but I really like their option game as long as it's not. I don't think it's something you can consistently go to, right? It's not a 1 through 3 down play. I think it's something where they can throw it in and use it. To run the option though, I think that being able to run the ball through the tackles is important also. I think the defenses right now, I think the defenses, especially today, you see them loading the box and they're determined on stopping Nebraska from running the ball up the middle and giving them other things. So to answer that question, can they run the option successfully against Oklahoma? I think they can, as well as long as they can do other things decent enough to have that as a go-to.
Yeah, I love the hybrid, the new era triple option that they run. But like you said, it's not something you can do every play because it's too many negative plays that result from that. But when you run it, the few times Nebraska does, I like how they use Toure out of the backfield. I thought that was a nice little weapon too, where you get them matched up on linebackers in that wheel route. That's where you can run that option. So I think there's a couple things that Nebraska is scheming better offensively. But, I think they can run it successfully. If you watch the Oklahoma defense last week, it was terrible. So, but you're going to have to establish that run because if you don't have that run, you're going to have problems. So those 1 or 2 yard gains that we saw plenty of times today are going to have to turn out to be 4 and 5 if they want a chance to beat Oklahoma. Because if you're 3rd and 8 with those Oklahoma defensive backs, it's going to be tough on Martinez. I'm not saying the DBs are good, but they definitely are more talented than what Buffalo has.
Yeah, they're definitely faster and they're bigger, so it's going to be more of a challenge. I think Martinez had a great game today. I just wanted to touch on that. He's been knocked so much lately. I just think today I thought he threw the ball really well. He created extremely well out of the pocket. A couple of free rushers, untouched linebackers sometimes, making a miss and just creating. So. I just want to give Martinez credit where it's due. I thought he had a great game, but the offensive line, they're going to have to step it up if they want to hang with Oklahoma and give him a little bit more time back there, maybe in the pocket to hit some of those guys. But today, I thought he had a great game.
Yeah, I thought he threw the ball well. He really didn't make any bad mistakes in that 71-yard run play. Mm-hmm. That was almost like flashes of Taylor Martinez in the Big Ten championship years ago. Like, he just made something out of nothing, and it turned into a 70-yard play because he's that good. So, yeah, the credit is definitely due for him. He played a fantastic game.